Hey there everyone, this is Mystic Fish and welcome to episode 46 of our Factorio Space Age playthrough where we're working on upgradable bases. Last episode we got ourselves some scrap trains set up, and while I was off camera you can see all of these, let's get zoomed in here, all these buffer chests full of scrap because I have just fully mined out all of the scrap patches that were on this portion of the base over here so that we can now begin designing what we want to do as far as the actual scrap processing. However, taking a look over here at Vulcanus, we've got a little tungsten problem. We are almost all the way mined out here, which is why I have stopped doing research. And so I think we are going to have to do, I think we're going to have to do two things. I think one, it's time to get some trains set up here for this base. And secondarily, we're going to have to actually free up a bunch of worm territory while we do that. So we're going to take a little detour, and at least right now, because we haven't explored all that stuff, we're going to have to personally go there to free things up. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, fortunately, I actually made a rocket silo. So I think we can just do... let's get 5 of these. Let's get 5 of these. Let's get 5 of these. We should have all of this stuff in, well in our sort of logistics inventory here, so to speak. So we should be able to do this so that at least we can get off the planet. Then coming back to Vulcanus, we're going, let's see, we have to like expand them all out a little bit. Will we need, I think we're going to need a lot more of this. So let's just get more of that going. We are going to need actually a reasonable source of stone, which has all been like thrown out here. So, I think what we want to do is, actually it's probably time to build a generic one of these. So of electric furnace. So where's our, this is not it. That would be, why don't we start with this? No, that's not what I want. I want one of the template guys. These guys. Is this okay? I guess that's okay. We can modify this. So get rid of that. Get this out of the way, slide this over, get a furnace, get a power pole. How are we doing these? These are like this. And get a light. Then we can call this the generic furnace template, and so this will be that's not what I want. I want this thing. So we can say that it's parameterized, and this is going to be T. Good. Create this blueprint. Let's stick that down here. Okay, then let's make a copy of this, and we're going to put this here. Take this off. This is going to be a generic furnace, and we're going to edit this. And actually, furnaces can only take, all right, hold on, this is not what I want to do. This has too much stuff in it. We really just need these. We only need one input. Okay, so let's go here. Let's get our generic furnace. And let's Okay, I want to get a new one of these and save that. Okay, good. Then, now this is the one that I make a copy of, and this is the one I put here. And now we do this, and we say, this is the product, and this is, the output will be P0S plus P0R. This is the ingredient, and this is going to be P1S. Save blueprint, except that this is no longer the template. Save. Okay, let's see if this works. I want to see if we can get a, you want to make stone bricks. Did that work? I'm requesting stone, and I have stone bricks coming out, and okay, good. All right, that means we can get rid of this stuff here. Wow, there's a lot of that. Okay. I think we can get rid of this stuff. But what we need to do is, I'd really like that to be, let's just get some stone saved up here. Like this. Oh, I'm gonna need row reports over here. Something like in here. And something like in here. Then we can get these. I guess we should, let's see, that's only ever stone on that belt at the moment, so that should be okay. But what we need to do is, I think what we want to do is this. We need to get a storage tank in here. Like this. And then we want the same thing for copper. Because I think what we want to say is, let's see, do we have circuit stuff here? I don't remember if we've built any circuit stuff. I'm going to say no, we have not built any circuit stuff. So let's build some circuit stuff. I need decider combinators. Okay, so we're gonna get a substation. Am I making those anywhere? I don't know that I am. All right, well maybe we won't do it that way. All right, let's get, okay, what are we, let's see, what am I trying to do? What I'm trying to do is basically say, if we don't have stone and the iron is pretty full, then we should just like make some iron to throw away, I think. Can we get rid of like all this stuff? Some of that, at least some of that stuff are cliffs. Do I have pumps is a good question. I do have pumps. Okay, good. All right, so let's get a pump. It's going to go there. And what we're going to say is we're going to get logistics network contents. and we're going to get this. And we're going to get a decider combinator. And we're going to say if, let's see, what do we want? Stone is less than 50. And our molten iron is greater than 20,000? 24,000. Then we want molten iron on the output, and that will control this pump. This will be enabled if molten iron greater than 0. Okay, and then in that case, you're going to come up here. And we're going to get something to make cast iron plates. Sure. Yeah. And then you're just gonna dump this stuff out. Okay. Okay, good. That gives us a source of stone, although maybe I want to make this be like 250 or something. And then we want something similar here. Go there. Actually, this needs to move up, so it's because we might need a row of beacons here. Okay. And this one's going to be copper. And this one's going to be copper. There? Nope. Except this is going to be molten copper. Okay. And then we also want, this should be casting copper. Okay, and then if we need more stone, we can generate copper. Although maybe I'll do it over here. Like that. I just need something to like let a little bit of the steam off here, so to speak. So we can generate stone when we need it. Okay, then let's get train stuff because we're going to need that. Let's get some locomotives. Let's do 3 at a time. Let's get some cargo wagons, which we can do 12 at a time. Let's get some fluid wagons. We might need that for the sulfuric acid. We can also make that be 12 at a time. We need rails. And this, I think we want to make 1,000. And then we're going to need the rail ramps and the rail supports. How many of these are we going to get? How about 10? And how many of these are we going to need? I feel like 25 is not enough. Just keep going until we make like 100. Okay, does that make all of our train stuff? No, not quite, because we don't have stations, we don't have signals. Okay. All right, you start working on that stuff. Meanwhile, back here, did we make... All right, we've got rockets ready. Okay, let's send our ship out to Fulgora to come get us. Meanwhile, where am I? I feel like I should just like... I need some of these guys. And I'm going to filter these to fish. Just so that they're not stolen from me. Well, that was silly. I need to turn this off. Let's try that again. And I don't have any ammo. Okay, so that's all right. All right, how are we on ships? Okay, it's getting closer. Okay, maybe while we're waiting for that, we can at least get our first... Let's see, what do we want? This thing. Which we already kind of set up, but like some of the stuff is in the way here. So we're gonna have to fix this. I guess, do I want to force do it? I'll force do it. And then we're going to need roboports in here. I'm not sure that did what I wanted. Okay. All right. All right, we need to figure out how to get this guy through. Get this stuff out of the way. Oh, and I guess this wants to come down here. Okay, good. Where's this tungsten at? I guess I want to come down the side like this. Actually, I changed my mind about the calcite. We need to get rid of this stuff, because this is all going to be in the way of the trains. Okay. Hey, we can kill cliffs now. Alright, calcite comes down here. Okay. And then we need the sulfuric acid. It's now not in the right spot. Did I break the sulfuric acid? Oh no, I just don't have alt mode on. Oh, okay. Alright, that's my, alright, so this is the sulfuric acid here. So we want to turn like here or something. Alright, the ship is here, which means I can travel to the ship. Okay, back to Vulcanus. This is going to come down here. Alright, and then I guess actually we won't go this way. Okay. That should reroute around. What is this stuff supposed to be? That's supposed to be copper. Did I break the copper? I did. Okay. Let's get... copper over here. Okay. Am I on the ship now? I am. Okay, back to Vulcanus. Okay, good. I can't see that stuff. Okay. Then let's get one of these. All right. Okay, so what do we need in here? We have, I guess, 3 main materials, right? So we need an unloading station. Looks like that could go there. And you could be tungsten. This will not fit there around the roboport, but we don't need it to be. We also need calcite. Actually, I'm going to take these out. I do want to pack these in a little closer. So that's an unloading station. Unloading. Okay, that will be for calcite. And we should also, whoops. Calcite. I got it too close for the station. We need one for coal. And we need one of these guys, right? I guess you can fit there. For sulfuric acid. All right, can we see? All right, that's all in construction area, so that's okay. And this guy is connected. Okay, good. All right, so then I think what we want is we want this guy to come out of here and turn. And let's see, I guess that means I want to do maybe it's better to do this one. And then a diagonal one across it. I didn't want to destroy the rails. Okay, like that. All right, but I think what I want is I want to get rid of this stuff and this stuff. Let's see, we need power connectivity here. Okay, and then I want to put one of these guys like this. Okay, that'll get us started there. Now we are here, so we should drop down to Vulcanus. Map. Okay, I have arrived. All right, where the heck is my tank? All right, bring me ammo. Turn this off. Turn that off. Or, well, that's fine. Okay, turn this stuff on. I don't actually need this stuff right now. What I need is... I need a tank. I need some... Not that. I need... No, not that one either. This one. How much do I have here, by the way? I don't have that much. Alright, I guess we'll change this to... Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was not right. Okay. 200. Alright. Alright, that's coming back. Let's get some of these. Let's get some of these. What else do we need here? I feel like I need some fuel for the tank. Now, what? Actually, where's our... I want to do this thing. Wonder how much this it can get. It doesn't have that. That's okay. That's okay. Maybe I don't want to carry this. Maybe I don't want to carry those. Maybe I just want to have it built. Okay, and then equipment grid. I need some of this stuff. Do I want to make it here? The only thing I really can't make here is... Am I making batteries here? Is this thing? All right. I'm going to see about getting the equipment for the tank in, and we'll be back when we're ready to take out some worms. Okay, our tank is now fully equipped. I did make an additional version of this that doesn't ask for the uranium and flamethrower ammo, so we don't have to look at sort of red logistics requests. And so let's see, what's the order of events here? Let's see. Oh, a couple things. Continuing to extend the rail network out this way. So I think we'll be able to convert this calcite and mine it and send it in via train, which will be good. But I'm going to say both of the, I mean, I think we got to get like all of the immediately surrounding worm territories freed, just so we have some room for the rails and stuff. So I think we'll do. We've seen this happen before, so I'm just going to give you the highlights here, and we'll do a quick cutscene version of this. Okay, we are back. We have cleared out all of the small demolishers that are right around us. And we have a much expanded territory now. Although I started to run into medium worms around the outside here, and I think those are just going to have to wait till we make further progress. I think once we get a railgun, those will be easier to deal with. Possibly a Tesla coiler, you know, Tesla weapon. What the heck is that called? Tesla rifle. Anyway, that could. Anyway, I think it'll have to wait. We did manage to find several things here. So one, there's a couple coal patches, which are good to know about. Down here, and actually there's actually plenty of calcite. There's a giant one right there, so which will probably last us a good chunk of time. So we'll probably hit that one because it's so big. And then as far as tungsten, this was a little trickier. There's a nice big one here, 4.8 million. Slightly smaller one, or that's the one we were already working on. A slightly smaller one here, which still might be worth it, but that's actually, let's see, I guess there's this here. I think that's going to be hard to get at. Maybe we could get this stuff here, but this stuff is like really just in the middle of this lake of lava, and so I don't think we're really getting it till we can build foundation on there. And so what are we going to do next? Oh, I guess sulfuric acid. We got lots of sulfuric acid as well. So it seems like we can build the rails up this way. We can hit the sulfuric acid, we can hit the calcite. We'll have to see if we can make the rails go through here and get over to this tungsten. And then what we got? We got coal down here somewhere, right? This is a pretty big coal patch. And so I don't exactly know how we can easily get there. Maybe we can come down around this stuff and over. And let's see. Let's get one of these guys just to see where this goes. Actually, here, I want the straight ones. Okay, it looks like, I suspect we can connect this and this. Especially, what's that? Can we work around that somehow? I suspect we can. So then we can sneak down this way and get over somehow to the coal. Okay, but this is pretty much outpost building, and I don't think you really need to watch this, so I'm gonna go off camera and just get those all set up, and then we'll be back once the trains are running. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, we are back after quite a bit of time, but we now have a coal outpost, a calcite outpost, even did the sulfuric acid over here, and we got that new tungsten one over here, and so I think we're back in action. The only thing we're missing are efficiency modules, but to be honest, we're not really drawing that much power anyway, so not too worried about it. Although maybe when it all spins back up, it might be a little more. I did totally rearrange what was going on with the coal here, so I tried to mine most of this whole patch here, sent it up here, mixed it with what's coming off the train, and then I had to route it all the way down around here and into the stuff here. So that worked out okay. And I guess that's about it. Got a little lane balancers here for the one lane each of the tungsten and the calcite. But yeah, this is all backed up, so I think that will square us away. I decided I would just, since it only requires stuff on novice, I decided I would just go ahead and get started on just doing more mining productivity, and then that way some of this will last longer. Actually, the tungsten I think is okay. There's a pretty big chunk of tungsten here. Oh, not that guy, this guy. This guy's a pretty big 4.8 million. There's actually not nearly as much coal. I guess 2.9 million. I guess there's a lot of coal down here. But there's still actually plenty right here that it'll take a while to mine out. So I'm hoping with a little more mining productivity that we can make this last until we can take out some of the medium worms in the surrounding areas. But that was our little side escapade for today. So we're gonna, I think, go ahead and get ourselves back over to Fulgora. I will do that off camera, and then we can finally get back to finishing what we started after our little diversion here. Let's see, where do I want to where do I want to stash my stuff? Let's just do this. Then I can turn this off, and once that comes in, I'll be able to put this stuff in. Great. And then we can ride back up to the ship. And like I said, next episode, we'll be back to Fulgora, getting ready to do the belt-based version of all the recycling and stuff. But that will be a problem for future Mystic Fish. So that's what we are for today. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And until then, bye.